Hello and welcome to episode 10 in a series that is exploring the Minecraft server world called HurleyAllCraft. In this episode, we're following up our previous exploration of Bellakrix City by going into the Museum of Technology. Now, in the previous episode, we had omitted this museum from our exploration of the city just because of its general size and the number of exhibits and things to talk about. So now, having seen the city, let's go ahead and check out the museum. Now, the idea of the museum here was to create a place where you could give examples of different engineering patterns that are used in Minecraft, regardless of whether you're trying to, say, build a railroad or you're trying to build a mushroom spawner. Common things that you would use to put together mechanisms and machines. So the different exhibits that are in this museum, the idea is to give you a way to see or to interact with these things so that you understand the different engineering patterns being presented. Now, the first two exhibits that we see, there's one on lava that's right here, and I guess let me walk around the corner so you can see the other one. There's one on water here. This is just trying to show that the distance that different liquids flow in Minecraft when allowed to drop by a vertical of 1 block. So you see that water flows out to, I believe it's 8, and lava doesn't go nearly as far. It just flows out to 4 blocks. On the other side of the museum here, we've got a series of redstone activated mechanisms. So I've got either a switch for doing a fixed state transition or a button for doing just a momentary state transition, and you can see that different devices that are activated by those transitions. So for instance, the trap door here, if I flip the lever, we see that it goes up, and if I flip the lever back, we see that it goes down. Or I can hit the button if I want to see the state change and how long that it takes. So the different redstone activated items such as redstone lamp, trap door, piston, which you can see activate here, doors, gates, and there's even a dispenser over here, all of which you can activate and watch function. You can load the dispenser, you can watch it shoot things out. On the second floor of the museum, heading up this way, we've got a few more, or at least one more display on activators, and then some displays related to redstone and rail construction. So this display here is just showing the different types of activators available in the game. So there's a tripwire that we can trip. You can see that the redstone lamp over here went on. There is the switch that we can throw. There's the button we can push. And there's a pressure plate over here as well that you can go and stand on. So it just demonstrates how all of these things work to activate something that has a state transition. We've got another exhibit over here for redstone that's showing how far that redstone wire will transmit power. So we have a redstone torch, and then again the white and black wool bales just to make it easier to count distance. And you can see that at the end here I've got a lit redstone lamp and an unlit lamp showing where the power runs out on the redstone wire. Now behind me here I've got examples of rail. So here's a single direction track with the activator on one side and the power rail on the other, meaning that you can go this way down the track. If you try to go the reverse way, there is no activator, so the minecart will actually stop when it comes to the unactivated power rail. And then you have the example of the bidirectional rail, which is what's used throughout the HurleyAllCraft world, with the detector rail on either side of the power rail. You can go either way in that case. Here's an example showing how you achieve track switching. So as you can see, position myself here where you can see it flip. As I flip the switch and it changes the redstone power going to the track, it switches to either direction. Around the corner over here, I've also got an example track that has the power rail at both ends, the activator, and the stop block, and you can ride the cart back and forth from one side to the other. So just a micro version of the rails that we've been riding throughout these episodes. Going up here to the third level, most of this floor is concerned with redstone mechanisms with the exception of the water flow control. This is just a simple demonstration of using a piston to turn water flow on and off in Minecraft. So you can see we retract the piston, it drops down the dirt block, and the water flow goes, and then we flip the switch the other way, raise the block and the piston back up, and cut off the water flow. On this side over here are your basic logic switches. So we have the NOT gate, which when we apply power to a NOT gate, we get no power. And when we take power off, so apply no power to a NOT gate, then we get power. And you can see the redstone lamp on the other side is lit. We come over here, we have a basic OR gate. And so an OR gate should work when either or both of the switches are flipped. As you can see, both switches are off right now, which means that the OR gate is off. As I turn one switch on, we can light the OR gate. As I turn the other switch on, we can light the OR gate. And then, of course, as both are on, we would light the OR gate. Then we have the AND gate over here. Now, the AND gate, I probably made it a little difficult to tell when the switch is on. Since the redstone lamp is on, the switch is off right now. And so we can tell that if we take and put some little, let's see, should be able to put some redstone next to the block that we can, oops, not that direction. Let me try putting it in front here and see if we can see it turn on. You see when the switch is flipped towards me, it's actually on, and when the switch is flipped away from me, it's off, as you can see when the redstone lights up. I probably could have made the display a little bit different. So really what we've got is an AND gate, and when both switches are flipped on, this and this, we should see the light back here turn on. Any other position, if one is off or both are off, the light will not light. So as you can see, they're both off right now. If I turn one on, now I've got one on, the light is still off. If I turn this off and I turn the other one on, as you can see, the lamp is still off. Now I'm going to turn them both on, and we see the lamp in the back is now lit. Let me clean up my mess here. And wonderful lag, punch holes in the floor. Okay, the last display to look at would be the oscillator that's over here. And so what this is showing is an example of one circuit type at least that will allow something to go around and around. Now uses for oscillators would be for timing things, triggering stuff at specific intervals. There's many different ways to make them in Minecraft. In this case, I just chose to create an oscillator that was based on a series of redstone repeaters. So each repeater actually has a delay in it, and that causes the signal to be delayed going around the loop here. So to activate this display, first, let's see here, we want to turn this off. So we flip the switch so that redstone torch is off. That's what the instructions over here are trying to say. To start, flip the switch and push the button. To stop, flip the switch. So now that we have this redstone torch turned off, which will actually interrupt the circuit, we can push the button here. And you can see from the both the repeaters and the redstone lamp here that we've got an oscillating circuit. Turns on, turns off, turns on, turns off, and goes indefinitely. Now, if we wanted to shut the oscillator off, we flip this switch again. I think I just flipped it back. Let's see. Come on. There we go. And what this does is disrupt the circuit and makes the oscillation stop. Unfortunately, this oscillator does cause a lot of lag, so I wouldn't suggest leaving it going. There may be other oscillators that you can use in Minecraft that don't cause as much lag. But again, it's there for example purposes to show how an oscillator would work or how one might be built. That pretty much exhausts the number of exhibits that I've got in the museum right now, so it concludes the episode. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to explore this museum yourself or explore the city of Bellakrix as a whole, you can download the HurleyAllCraft Minecraft server world from minecraftworldmap.com. It's free of charge. And other than that, we'll conclude out the episode here, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Okay, thanks for your time. Bye.